You are now entering the talk show world of one man that some of you may not know. You may know baseball, you may know engineering, you might even know your own wife, but you don't know Jack and what he thinks about the issues. So sit back and listen to the edgy, entertaining, and educational talk show from beautiful downtown Richmond, Virginia. Now, here's Jack.
President in the last 50 years has granted amnesty to illegal or undocumented people in America.
Okay, we're going to go through this again. Ronald Reagan did, but
Thank
we
you.
all
And
know.
Greg, we're still in the fourth grade, and I'm the teacher, and I'm asking the questions. And, Greg, what political party did Ronald Reagan belong to?
The Republican.
And, Greg, what was his political philosophy? Conservative, liberal, or what? What is it?
Conservative.
End of story.
No, it's not.
End of story, Greg.
You know what?
End of
It's
story.
funny. It's funny how, like Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, it's like things that happen when time passes. You forget about how it is that Bill Clinton ended up with the surplus, or nobody knows why Reagan gave amnesty. They forget about the.
But Greg, he did. Greg, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that he did. And Greg, I got to move, man. As much as I enjoy the conversation, we'll see you, man. Jack Gravely Show. Let's get out of here and go to break. Boy, took him back to the fourth grade.
The Jack Gravely Show.
I not only like your show, I'm addicted to your show. I don't listen to anything else, and like I said,
I don't believe that, Steve. Steve, don't come on my show. Tell me.
I other shows in different time slots, but from 9 to 12, you got my ears, buddy.
Jack, I love your passion the way you speak about this thing. The reason your show is so popular is, A, you're local. You talk about things that interest us here on the local Richmond area level. You have a diverse audience. You have a diverse subject content, so I think that plays well for you. And that's what I wanted to say why the Jack Gravely Show is different in some ways better than the national show.
This is a gun country. It's not going to change, Jack. I stand by my original point. More guns actually make things safer.
I don't, but you have a right to voice it. I appreciate your point of view, but I don't agree with it.
I understand as well. Thanks, Jack.
All right, man.
Yeah, man, I like your show, too, even though we disagree most of the time.
Well, that's what makes the show. It is people like you who don't come on here and drink the Kool-Aid that I be serving. You understand what I'm saying? And you push back, and I like that. You and I can have a big knockdown, drag-out fight and get up and walk down the street and have a beer right after the fight. I like that.
Yeah, we cool. I don't take it personally.
All right. I don't take it personally either, man. It is clear to me that President Barack Obama and his staff is making a strategic mistake. President Barack Obama and Democrats, if you're listening to my show today, tell them Jack Gravely said, send more of your surrogates out.
I want to comment on the popular misconceptions out there, and I think your show is a microcosm of it.
I take strong exception to that because that is your opinion. Anonymous, you're on the air.
Okay. You said white people have no business talking about black people, so why should white people call you? I wouldn't call you unless...
No. What I said was, if you don't know, if you don't live, if you don't understand, you have no business. I would not try to put myself up and talking about white folk when I don't know.
I don't do it every day. You just finished doing it.
Well, I tell you what.
You do it constantly.
If I finish,
you're the most two-faced, hypocritical person I've ever listened to.
I love it.
Ever.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I have my point of view.
I'm sure many people will agree with me, but they're too darn afraid to
call the Jack Gravely Show anonymously. But you can come in and talk it anonymously, and I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it.
I wouldn't come into you. It's like going to a lion's den.
Well, obviously, you in the lion's den, Anonymous. Thank you for calling. Roar, roar, roar.
I tell you what, let's leave it at this. I have never heard you be disrespectful, and I appreciate at least the opportunity to come on and say what I think, and you and I have an intelligent discussion without getting into an argument.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
And some people around the country, and so did I was very surprised. That's why I called you. But I know of individuals defending the Klan in certain cases like that. I had a friend, attorney here in the state of Virginia, that did the same. You have no problems with that. I applaud the ACLU's forthrightness in saying we're going to protect everyone's First Amendment right. But in your presentation just now, you said that it's open to any civic-minded group. Could the ACLU, could a court of law define that the Ku Klux Klan is not a civic-minded group? Because civic-minded groups, in my estimation, this is my point of view, for argument's sake, does not go around burning, shooting, looting, killing, and hanging, lynching people.
Well, let me just say, what we are representing is their right to say and think what they choose.
Okay.
Actions are different. And the particular people that have applied for this permit were denied by the state based on their viewpoint.
Okay.
It's very important that black folk understand that economics is the base of a good community as the church. It's a three-pronged thing. It's the church, it's the family, and it's the businesses out there, an educational community. It's very important that we build and shop and be a part of each other's community, because when you spend dollars in the black community, that dollars help sustain the black community. There have been studies that show how dollars leave the black community after they've been spent or turn over 1 or 2 times. In Asian communities and other communities, that dollar turns over 6, 7, 8 times in that community. Economically, no one can survive in America without the dollar. Money is the mother's milk of progress in America. The church is important, schools are important, the political arena is important, but business is also important, and you have to shop where you live. You have to keep the money in your community. That's not being anti-anybody, that's not being racist, that's not being anything other than being smart.
The Jack Gravely Show.